Chapter 16, The Long Way Home, The Beauty in Divine Detours. On our last trip back together, we reconnected this third time. We often talked about the proverbial tunnel. And a lot of times you can't see the forest through the trees. And since I had been through one divorce, unfortunately, as bad as it seemed, I had been to the other side, so to speak. So I knew however dark and hard and cold and scary this tunnel was, that there was another side and that one day you will get to come out of it. And I kept telling him, we're gonna get to the tunnel, see the light at the end of the tunnel. And a lot of times he didn't see it. And honestly, the tunnel was longer and darker and harder. And there were surprises even someone who has traveled the tunnel before didn't expect or wasn't prepared to handle.
Yeah, it's a long tunnel. But in all seriousness, one of the things that I would do just to help keep a fresh, positive perspective, say when driving and with the kids in the car, if we saw an emergency vehicle or a wreck or something of that nature along the road, before we got upset like many people do, right? Road rage, you get upset because it's gonna add time to your commute or it's an inconvenience because you've got to go a different route. We would always say, we pray that everyone's okay. Again, keeping a positive perspective on the inconveniences that arise in life help keep a better perspective. And when you think about that in relation to the tunnel and just the long road, the detour that we were unfortunately forced to take, you've got a plan for your life. You've got milestones, you got time frames, and you have an expectation, right? If you're a planner like we tend to be, you have certain milestones and in a direction, clear pathway. What you don't realize is keeping that bird's eye view or God's perspective and understanding from a satellite type of view while you're here on the road, on the path that you designed for yourself. While it may look like an inconvenience by having to go through a detour, that satellite view, God's view, he's got a much better perspective of your life than you will ever have. So having the patience and the positivity to take that detour, not saying it's easy, again, that tunnel can be very long, the detour can be extremely arduous task to get through, but keeping a positive perspective will at least allow you to appreciate the journey, albeit may not be the most fun route to take.
Yes, his ways are higher than ours, and honestly, the journey is part of the destination and can make it all that more beautiful.